everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm getting a little bit into the holiday Christmas spirit. It is happening. I know it's kind of early, but there's parties happening and there's just a lot of excitement around this time of year. So I decided to show you guys how to create a soft smoky eye. I totally understand that a smoky eye can be absolutely horrifying for most people. I get it. Because people think a smoky eye is just putting a lot of black on the eye and then you look like you got punched. It's not that. You can alter it, you can do your own thing. The trend right now is a smoky eye using color, so you don't have to use the blacks or the grays. You can go in more with a purple smoky eye, or you can go with a more of a burgundy smoky eye. So you can really customize it to what you're wearing or what you really want to do. But I'm going to show you a traditional palette that people see, they look at, maybe they own it, but they just really don't know how to work with it. So today I'm taking the Lise Watier. It is the dress code palette in black smoking. So this is what it looks like. Let me take it out. It comes with a brush and then the little foam applicator kind of things. But let me take it out and show you what we have to work with. Okay, for the eyeshadow, for my primer today, instead of my Benefit Stay Don't Stray, which is what I normally use, I'm going to try the Lise Watier Ombre Souffle Supreme in lingerie. This is more of like a nude beige kind of color. Really weird texture. It is the texture of a cream. I guess that's why it's called a souffle. I've never been into a souffle, you know. It's not really my thing. This is nice. It's not tacky, it's more smooth, but it's a cream based product, so I thought it would probably work well with holding the eyeshadow. Could be wrong. I don't know. I really like the feeling of it, so we're laying that down first. This would be a really great thing to wear if you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. It just really gives your eyes that like nice shine. I think it'd be really pretty by itself or just on the lower lid. It's not sponsored, by the way. I just have some Lise Watier products. I've had them for a long time and I've just never dipped into them. So I'm trying to use them and test them out. So first up, I'm going to take this white shade. I'm going to dip into this guy here. And I'm just going to set my souffle that we just used by dusting lightly this white shade all over the eye. I don't want to go too hard in with it because it's pretty pigmented and it is a white. So just a light dusting will do. Okay, so I don't really like to go in with shimmers in the crease, especially grays. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I kind of wish that they almost took out one of these shades, added a brown. That would make it a little bit more usable so that the whole palette can be used. I find this a little bit more difficult. So I'm just going to take my Pure Minerals. This is the Etienne Pro palette. I'm just going to pick up a taupey kind of brown shades. This is the shade 1988. You can use anything, bronzer, whatever. I'm taking it on a Real Techniques Dual Fiber brush, and I'm just going to really lightly work it into the crease. I don't want this to be a harsh brown color. I just want it to look soft, blended, and buffed out. So I'm just going to take my time. I dipped it in once, and that's all I'm going to be doing for this crease is a one-time dip and then a blend out situation. So that is the brown. So it's very minimal, very natural, just gave my eye definition so we can see that there is a crease. So usually I start with the darker shadows and then work my way inwards. We're gonna go lighter and then work my way outwards. So I'm gonna pick up this gray, really bright, frosty gray shade here. And I'm gonna start to press it into the corner of my eye. And I'm not using any sort of fixing agent, no Fix Plus. This is just really nice on its own. Lise Watier is a really underrated, underused brand in my opinion. They make incredible products, especially their eye and lip pencils, just incredible. And I feel like not enough people either, they don't know about them or they just don't give them enough credit. But I really do like a lot of their products. I think they're fabulous. Okay, so then this palette also offers this, I don't know, it's like a gray, but it has like a blue tone to it. So I'm gonna also pick that up and I'm gonna start to work that on the outside of the eye. Obviously when you're doing a smoky eye, it's probably best to lay some sort of translucent powder underneath, just because if you have that fallout, it's easy to brush it away. I feel like these shadows though they're not falling out really, so as long as I kind of take my time, I don't need it as much, but you totally can. It makes your life easier, trust me. So I think this is where people on this side would use the darkest shade in the palette, the black. I'm not using it, so I'm using this, like the second darkest shade, I guess, in the palette. I think that's what makes the difference between like a harsh smoky eye and something that's a little bit more wearable. So I'm just gonna go back in on this side with that gray shadow. So I'm going to take that same blending brush from Real Techniques that I was using earlier, and I have no product on it whatsoever, but I'm just going to buff in the crease, and I just want to blend out any harsh lines. We just want everything to look really seamless, smooth, and blended. Okay, so at this point underneath the lash line, I'm going to go back in with that same matte brown shade that we were using in the crease. I'm just going to go with a fluffy brush and start to work it right underneath the lash line. And then I'm going to pick up that gray shade we were using, outer corner of the eye. I'm going to pick it up. This is with a MAC brush, and I don't know the name, but it's more of like a blending little brush. And I'm just going to take that and focus this underneath the lash line, but more on the outer corner of the eye. I'm also going to dust our gray shade we used in the inner corner of the eye into the tear duct here. We're just going to add that for a highlight. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, which would be the black. So I'm going to go in with that, and I'm taking on the same brush I just used to smudge out underneath. And what we're going to do is I'm going to focus this more in the outer corner, but we're going to go right to the lash line. I'm going to start pushing it in and blending it in. So I'm really just focusing this on the outer corner, and I'm pushing it into the lash line. Almost like a liner. See the difference it makes between the eyes? This one just looks a little bit more sultry, and then this one obviously it looks unfinished. So we're going to go on the other side, do the same technique. I would push the product in rather than swiping, just because you don't really want to move and lift around the work that you've already done. So I just really like to press the product in. I like to not take it all the way in to the inner corner. I kind of just like to stop halfway, because that way, once you start bringing the black all the way in, it kind of, you know, that's when it becomes like a super smoky, glam, major glam eye. So I like to just keep this black shade halfway and bring it all the way to the outside. I'm also taking the same black and I'm going to do a little bit underneath the lash line, just in the very, very, very corner of the eye. Okay, so I think this is one of the best eyeliners on the market. This is the Lise Watier Dramatique Gel Liner in the color Charcoal. Not just the color itself, but the pencil quality is unbelievable. They glide on so smooth and they stay on your lash line, your waterline, wherever you apply them. These do not budge or smudge. I need to pick up more shades. I only have this one charcoal shade. So we're going to open this up, and so instead of using black, most people will go in with a black to line their eyes. I'm going to go in with a charcoal. I find it's a little bit softer, a little bit more wearable. So we're just going to go in with this pencil, and I'm going to work it into that waterline. So I'm going to leave the charcoal on the lower lash line, but now when I go up into my actual lid, I'm going to go in with a black. So I'm going to go in with a Clarins. This is the gel liner. If anyone is watching from Clarins, which they're probably not, but if you are, and if you work for them, please, for the love of the Lord, get this permanent. Like this product needs to be a permanent product in your collection. This was limited edition. It's one of the best gel liners. It reminds me of the Shuamora, which is also amazing. If you're looking for a great gel liner, Shuamora makes an amazing pot liner. They have brown, they have black. I'm telling you, it's $30, I believe, and it will last you a lifetime. It does not dry out. So this is why I also like this one, because whatever texture they have in here, it just doesn't dry out. Maybelline is great. It's affordable, dries out. You'll have it for like a month. You need a new one after that. So trust me, if you want a really good black gel liner, if you could still find the Clarins, I don't know, it's probably sold out because it was limited edition, which is really stupid. And if not, the Shuamora is absolutely amazing. So I'm taking this liner on a tiny little precise brush. This is by Joe Fresh, and it's the liner brow brush, supposed to be for your brows, using it on my eyes. So I'm taking that, and I'm just gonna do, I always say this, a small, I'm not doing a wing. So I'm just going to work the black just into the lash line. If you struggle with applying liner with a brush like this, trust me, take a little bit on there and just start to dab it. Dab it, dab it, dab it, just press it. You don't worry about doing a straight line for this. Dab, it'll be your best friend, trust me. So that's my line. See how easy that was? Super easy. Now, I'm going to dab a tiny bit more into the inner corner of my eye, just because when I like to apply lashes, it's finished. It looks more polished. So I'm taking a little bit more, and then we're gonna repeat on the other side. I don't want this liner to look like a line. I want it to look buffed. I want it to look more smoky. So if you have a problem with actually it looks like a line, take some more of the black shadow from the palette and start to kind of press and blend again. And make sure the line doesn't look harsh. That will help you. So I like to press it and be a little bit more messy with it. And that way everything is still looking smoky and not too precise. You can go back in with your black shadow and start to press the shadow back into the lid. Okay, so next you're just gonna coat your lashes with your favorite mascara. So I'm trying out the Lise Watier Dramatique Intense So Luxe Volume Mascara. Can we just check out this limited edition packaging? Look how beautiful and glamorous this packaging is. I've never tried this mascara before. Okay, well, I've never used this mascara before, and I highly suggest this as a present because this is making my lashes look incredible. It was effortless. I have full, voluminous, big ass lashes right now. Like, this is amazing. I'm also gonna take some on the lower lash line. I'm very particular with the lower lash line mascaras, but we will try this. Holy hell, my lashes look like spiders. Okay. This is a crazy dramatic mascara. Okay, so I just threw on a pair of Sali lashes in the style Envious, and I wasn't even going to use them, honestly, because that mascara was so amazing. So if you're not a fake lash wearing person, you don't need to put fake eyelashes on. I just like the way it kind of finishes the look, but for somebody that doesn't like to wear them, don't worry about it. Just use a good mascara. Like if you're looking for a good one that creates killer lashes, the Lise Watier Dramatique Intense So Luxe Volume Mascara is amazing for that. So I just added a quick pair of lashes on top just to give it some drama because my camera shut down and it had to cool. So for the lip, I'm going to go in first with the Bourjois Miraculous Contour Universal Lip Liner and Primer. So this is a clear lip liner. So I'm just going around the borders of my lip because I find when I use a red lipstick, a lot of the times it bleeds unless it is a liquid lip. Okay, so I know a lot of people are intimidated by red lipstick. I totally understand. It is scary. It's bright. People are going to be looking at you. Don't worry about it. It's like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? People look at me all the time and I'm just like, yeah, I'm wearing my purple, black, blue, whatever lipstick I have on today, and I'm rocking the shit out of it. So don't be scared, and there's always a red to suit somebody. So again, if you don't want to do like a bold red lip, get something that's more glossy, get something that's more sheer that's red. That way it's like a wash of color. But if you are like me and you want something full pigment, find the right red for you. So there's different undertones. You can find ones with orange, pink, blue. So whatever's more flattering for you, that's what I would go with. I think for the holiday season, I would stay more away from the orange. The orangey reds for me are more of a like summer kind of thing, but it's up to you, whatever looks good on you. So I want to go in more with like a true red lipstick. Okay, I'm going with the Clarins because it's more of a true red. So this is the Clarins Joli Rouge in 742. I love it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I just really wanted to show you guys that if you are a little bit intimidated by a little bit of a smokier shadow palette, this is an easy way to use it without looking extreme. The key is really to focus the darker shade just more on the lash line rather than the whole lid and the whole eye. But overall, I think it's a really wearable, smoky look. If you want to wear a red lip, you know, you got to be careful kind of doing too much on the eye and then too much on the lip. So it's a really good way to pair a red lip with a soft, smoky eye. And as always, you don't have to use fake eyelashes. You can just use a really great mascara. If you'd like me to create any looks for you for the holiday season, please list them down below. I always take notes. And that will be it. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And have a wonderful day. Goodbye.